Hey bro, if you're a young entrepreneur, I just want you to take a quick look at this picture because this represents you right now. You were so close to reaching success, actually getting the things you wanted, but you burnt out. You stopped working and you became extremely depressed because your business isn't working when it was about to. You were about to get the thing you wanted, and this is exactly what happens to every single entrepreneur. They burn out and then most of them give up. And this sad little donkey is you right now. And this is a sad reality. This is what happens to 99% of business owners. They just burn out. And if they simply just stayed in the game and just stayed consistent with what they were doing for a few more months, they would have saw success. So in this video, I want to give you the full action plan to develop a Spartan level execution for eternal consistency so you never burn out. And it's a foregone conclusion that you are eventually going to be successful because you're putting in the work every single day. I've managed to stay consistent for 12 months and basically never miss a day. I'm working on my business. I normally work for like 8 hours every single day. And it's all because of this simple system most people ignore, most entrepreneurs ignore. And trust me, if you can just nail this in the park, you will destroy all your competition. It's a foregone conclusion. So in this video, you're going to learn why burnout is the killer of entrepreneurs, how to find your burnout point, and how I permanently stop myself from burning out ever again. So you can keep up this consistency forever. At least until you die, right? You're not going to live forever. I'm sorry, mate. So the first thing we're going to move on to is why burnout is the killer of entrepreneurs. You probably already know what this is because I've explained it in like a lot of my videos, but basically this is emotional cycle of change, and this is what happens when you try to do a drastic change in your life. So you start a business, you start going to the gym, you start martial arts, whatever it is, right? But specifically I want to go through the valley of despair because this is the place where you're in right now when you burn out. It's basically when you encounter so many problems and you can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, and everything in your life is just depressing. And this is what happened to me when I was doing copywriting, right? We just got to realize eventually, if you keep on showing up every single day, regardless of how you feel, regardless of if you think like it's not going to work out, it will eventually work out, because that's exactly what happened to me. And what I want to do is kind of show you how to get through the stage to get through to the informed optimism or the success and fulfillment stage. Okay, and this is kind of another diagram that I thought of, and this basically represents the funnel that everyone goes through when they start a business. So I want you to see these black triangles as challenges that people go through. So this first challenge everyone goes through, so like 99% of people are still in the game, right? But the second challenge, which like it's more hard hitting, it's more challenging, 50% of business owners make it through. And then we get to the last challenge, which is like the heaviest challenge, and it's where most people throw in the towel. So we're only left with 1% of entrepreneurs. Okay, so this is kind of the way I want you to think of it, and basically this exists to make sure only the serious people, only the people who are determined and actually want this goal deserve it. Because I know this is going to sound really cringy, but the universe will reward those who are determined, who actually stay consistent, like these 1% of people. And this next fact that you're seeing on the screen right now is something most people don't talk about, and it's that businesses do take 2 to 5 years, maybe even 10 years to build. I know, bro, you're seeing that all these entrepreneurs online. I started drop shipping 1 month ago, and now I'm making 100 grand per month. Bro, it's not going to work like that. You're not going to be able to get to that point because these people usually have prior experience. They maybe took a sales apprenticeship. They maybe did something else, right, that allowed them to get to that point. So they already know what they're doing. And these people are classed as unicorns. They're so rare. It's honestly sad because a lot of people go into business with wrong expectations. I went into copywriting thinking I was going to get to 10k per month in the first month. Bro, it does not work like that. So now what I want to go through is how to find your burnout point and basically cheat the system. Get past these challenges with basically no effort required, so you can just stay consistent every single day. So you got to realize everybody has a burnout point, and once you find it, all we have to do is operate slightly under this burnout point to simply maximize our deep work. So what you need to do is you must estimate when you are going to burn out. It's like, for example, with the Bitcoin graphs, you have to kind of predict where it's going to go, if it's going to go up or it's going to go down. This is exactly what we have to do with our burnout point. So for example, I track my work every single day. I use this software called Rise, which allows me to see how hard I'm working, and when I start to lose focus on my work, I instantly just stop working, because I know if I work any harder, I'm going to burn out. Like, bro, I'm sick right now, and what I've kind of realized is every single time I work really hard, I always get sick. Like, I've got a cold right now, I can already feel it's coming, and that's because I've simply just been working too hard. And this is basically my body telling me that I need to tone it down a bit. Otherwise, I'm going to get to this point where I'm going to burn out again, and I do not want to experience that. If you actually genuinely do feel really tired and you cannot work, you need to tone it down a bit, because I'm telling you right now, you are going to burn out, and you're going to waste 2 months, 3 months of just like not progressing at all. And the way I kind of found my burnout point is by slightly upping the work I do each day until it becomes hard to show up. And that feeling of it being too hard was kind of like the burnout point just revealing itself, and I could operate slightly under that to maximize my productivity. But everyone has different burnout points. Some people are going to burn out after 8 hours of work like me. Some people are going to burn out after 16 hours of work every single day. So now what I'm going to go over is how to avoid this burnout and basically make sure you stay consistent for 12 hours for 60 years. So what we need to do is split your day into 2 parts. You probably do know this, by the way, but if you don't, this is kind of like how I structure my day. I split my day into 8 hours of deep work. So this is focus, this is value added, this is cognitive tasks I have to do in a day. This is a cognitive task for me recording this video, thinking. Like, I can't just like mindlessly record this video because I'll probably just like do millions of Freudian slips, right? So I'll split your day into like 4 hours, 5 hours of deep work, and then I go do some shallow work, which is often distracted. It's not really value added, and it's a non-cognitive task. So this could be like reading, this can be watching a podcast, for example. It can be anything, educational videos. So if you're starting out, I'll do like 2 to 5 hours of deep work, and then for the rest of the day just do shallow work. So step 2, this is to exercise regularly. Now you're probably wondering what the hell this has to do with like burnout. Well, the thing is, exercise releases endorphins, which reduce stress and anxiety. So maybe you have like a really hard day at work, you're doing your deep work and it's just been really stressful, you've had bad calls and stuff like that, and you probably know this feeling. As soon as you come out of the gym, you feel a lot better, you just feel happy, and this is because it releases endorphins from your body. So like, I exercise for 45 minutes 6 to 7 times a week, and this allows me to stay sane during the long work days, okay? So it can be cardio, weight training, martial arts, for example, but you just gotta make sure you're doing some form of exercise every single day. So maybe you just like run around in your garden. I don't know, man. That's probably a bit weird. Your neighbors are gonna look at you weird if you do that. So boys, step 3. But step 3 is very important because this is like the powerhouse of your energy. Because the thing is, when you don't sleep, your thoughts go crazy and you have more negative thoughts than usual. And this means, and this means that's not menas, it's meant to say means, you make terrible decisions. I'm like, bro, I'm probably slacking on sleep making this, but like, I've just made a terrible decision. I've put menas instead of means. And it also just maximizes our focus throughout the day, because we have the most energy that we can put into our work. And there's a quote by Alex Hormozi that I really like, and I don't know if it's right, but I know he said something around like, overthinking stops when you take action, or when you're worrying about something, you can solve that worrying by taking action. Because the thing is, it's very hard to get out of this burnout stage. I haven't said this, but it's very hard. So the main message I want you to take away from this video is that you need to first split your day into 2 parts, deep work and shallow work. You need to exercise regularly. You need to exercise every single day. Maybe take off Sundays, man. I go into Sundays just because I like going on a punching bag. And then step 3, you need to prioritize your sleep over work. And if you follow these 3 things, it will basically be super hard to burn out. And this is how I kept up the consistency for 12 months. I kept on working every single day, bro. I have not missed a day. Like, if I literally go to my this is like throughout the most of the 6 weeks holiday. So yeah, the day tracker, the 19th. So this was basically like just over 4 weeks ago. Look, I've tracked every single day and I've been able to do all this work. So this really is possible. This really is possible to avoid burnout and make sure you stay consistent every single day. And I do not want you to burn out because it's honestly a terrible feeling. You lose a lot of your self-image and you start to hate yourself because you're not taking action, but really it's just because you've took too much action like before. And by the way, I just want to say I do offer one-to-one coaching for productivity, getting into a deep workflow for 4 to 6 hours a day, and also maximizing your free time as a busy entrepreneur. If you're interested in something like that, click the first link in the description. I'm not trying to pressurize you into this, by the way. I'm not one of them YouTubers like, book a call right now, 3 spots available. Bro, I'm not like that, okay? Goodbye, have a nice day. Hope you find this video valuable. Please do not burn out. It's the worst thing to ever happen to any entrepreneur. Goodbye, have a nice day. You're gonna elbow in the face again. Goodbye. Wabo! Let's do that again. Wabo! Oh god.